of the day. I have to run out. I have somewhere to be at 1, so I don't have a ton of time, but I have time. I'll do TikTok later today. I don't know what time. It won't be at 2 though. We'll see what time that happens. Anyway, I mean, it's busy time of the year, you know? Like, what are we doing here? It's too much happening. I just can't. Okay, first person here is Mega for love. Mega for love. When it comes to love, negativity moves into the past and life begins to move forward. But you might need to disconnect or walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you before love can move forward. And then love moves forward with water. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Cause for celebration comes in. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. If you feel as if something or someone is keeping you stagnant, you might need to disconnect from that first. Hi, Adonis. Amber, General. Amber, General. Okay, you have the world at your feet and cause for celebration coming in. You could have some romance heating up if you're currently with someone. If you're not with anyone, you may have air coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. A new beginning on the horizon that's bringing in happiness. Could be around work, school, or business. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. Heartaches are healing and moving into the past. And something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Whatever it is would be positive. Holly, as the current... Oh, A's current energy towards me. A's current energy towards me. Looks pretty good. Like spontaneous, fun, exciting. And then there's growth, change, and transformation that may come in for the better. Have a little bit of patience at this time. Things are looking pretty well balanced. I'd say that's pretty good. Lose, surprise. Surprise is coming to me. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. You may have a new job or business opportunity coming in, but then you also could have like coming up with a side business, side project, side hustle, something that you're doing that's all your own that could be bringing in some extra money. Maybe planning travel. You got the world at your feet. Not bad, not bad. Kriti, love. Kriti, love. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's been stuck or stagnant, disappointing, dysfunctional, you're not getting what you want, you might need to leave it behind for a new love offer that comes in through perseverance, possibly with a Leo. May have choices and options. Listen to your intuition. Could also have romance heating up with a Gemini or a Virgo. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Any well-functioning relationships could survive, but anything that's dysfunctional will need to move into the past. Sarah, how do I deal with overwhelming feeling of loneliness? I try to keep myself busy, but I feel lonely. I have no friends. I don't go out, and there isn't much communication with my parents, even though we live together. So loneliness, like you could have a million people around you and still feel lonely. Once again, it's not coming from the outside. It's coming from inside. So keeping yourself busy, that's a good thing. Like hobbies, Focusing on work, school, or business, a new creative project could all be helpful. Life is moving forward, no longer holding yourself back. All that stuff is helpful, but searching for connections with other people to cure loneliness, it's the same thing as running after love. Like, you got to be happy alone. You got to be happy not connected with anyone. You have to find that place first, because your happiness or fulfillment can't come from something else. If it comes from something else, then it can be taken away. Things that can't be taken away, we give to ourselves. Like, say for example, somebody who won't put up with like a guy who's given like breadcrumbs. That person who won't put up with that will be in the relationship with somebody who doesn't breadcrumb, because they won't settle for that. Like, and then their happiness is not coming from the other person. Their happiness is coming from themselves, because they're not settling for less than they want. You see what I'm saying? It's like, we think that happiness is coming from outside, but it's not. Same thing with loneliness. Everything that you feel comes back to you, not other people. And you could go out with somebody different every night, but that's not going to cure loneliness, because the loneliness is something that you're feeling that you're missing. I mean, you have people in your house. Why aren't you talking to your parents? Like, for whatever that reason is. But even if you were talking to them, it doesn't mean you aren't going to feel lonely. Like, you could be married and feel lonely. You could, be somebody who's a popular figure. Like Elton John could be lonely, He popped up on my TikTok page. Fucking cracks me up. He's cleaning the oven and he's wearing pink gloves with like fuzzy borders. And he's cleaning the oven. I'm like fucking cracking up. Anyway. Emily, will VJ agree to meet with my dad? And if yes, how will it go? She's high-level official. Yeah, she will meet with him and it should go well. Did they have like a previous like relationship, a working relationship that dates back years? Because it seems like she may be helpful. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Lucky, I understand that around a lot of people, you don't want to be around them, and then you would rather be alone. Yeah, I know. I feel like I could go the opposite way. Like, I could just lock myself in my house forever by myself and not talk to anybody. That's no good either. You got to find a balance. Like, we're human. We need people, right? We're pack animals. We need people. But we can't rely on other people for our happiness or our fulfillment, because that's when we get disappointed, because the happiness is coming from elsewhere. Yeah, I know. It's a mess. It's a mess. Holly, General. General, lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like someone's overstepping. You're no longer holding yourself back, and you could have a committed relationship coming in if you're not already in one. If you are in one, it should be functioning pretty well. You got something fun and exciting happening with the Fool here, or a new journey may be beginning, and an old wound is healing and moving into the past. Emily, she knows of him. They say hello at social events. He wants to meet her regarding me. Yeah, I think she could be helpful, and I think that she will meet. Mel, I think what people fail to understand is that what you're looking for in love is especially yourself. In the end, you'll find what you've been searching for is you. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. Yeah, that's why when people will say things like, well, why doesn't he want me? I'm going to be faithful to him. Why doesn't he want me? I'm going to take care of all his needs. And I remember feeling that way once. Like, why wouldn't he choose to be with me? I would be such a better partner. But that's what it wasn't about. It wasn't about that. He wasn't looking for the perfect partner. He was chasing something that didn't want him, because that was where his bullshit was. And I was chasing somebody that didn't want me, because that's where my bullshit was. It wasn't about actually going out and finding the perfect partner. It was about this ego crap that was happening. And I was going to be to him exactly what I wanted him to be to me, but yet I couldn't be that person to myself. I couldn't be that person to myself. I wasn't. It's craziness. Nat, general. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Money's coming in, finances are improving. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. The hard work you put into your career, work, school, business, whatever you do all day pays off, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Oh, good morning, Amber. Aries, for the next 24. May have a wish that comes true, and you may be beginning a new journey. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Money comes in. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, maybe spending time with a Libra. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Show empathy. Will this next 2 weeks, how will the next 2 weeks be for you? May have choices and options around social activity that bring in happiness. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business may be paying off, and paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relieved. You have a wish that comes true around work, school, or business. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Not bad. Jocelyn, next between Ed and me. I don't see all that much happening here. There could be communication that comes in, but if you want to see something move forward quickly, I would take the initiative. Empress is in reverse, and so is the Knight of Cups, which could be problematic. Where are you in this relationship? Summons, general. You have a wish that comes true, feeling ambitious, you'll be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Could be feeling a little bit more financially secure. You got money coming in on the horizon. All about Maine, general, for today. Somebody can make you an offer that would be really hard to turn down, and areas of your life that have been stagnant may now start to move forward. You could have a new job or business opportunity coming in, and negativity is moving into the past. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Could have a Scorpio around. New beginnings on the horizon that make you feel relief. A Taurus is around. You may have a new job or business opportunity presenting itself. Today looks like an okay day. Mihak, general. You have something happening here that makes you happy, and a disappointment or a heartache is healing. You may be feeling ambitious, and new beginnings are on the horizon, like you may be feeling like you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to successfully. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Money comes in, finances improve, and somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Not bad. Oh my goodness. Emily, will the meeting between my dad and BJ happen before or after New Year's? I think it's going to be after. Most likely it's going to be after. Julie, would I get my place cleaned up by the 22nd? You can make that happen, yeah. Yeah. Butterfly kiss for love. Okay, if you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well. You got happiness around it. Strength and happiness. If you're not with anyone, you have a Leo or a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Cause for celebration coming in around communication. If you're with someone, communication picks up. If you're hoping to hear from somebody, you may hear from that person. If there's no one around, somebody may come in out of the clear blue sky. That's pretty good. Me and Nelly, general. Disappointment or heartache is healing. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. You've got choices and options coming in around social activity and a wish comes true. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Cinnamon for today. Cinnamon, you've got feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Good news could come in around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. No longer feeling stuck or stagnant. Life moves forward. Life comes into balance. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news, and you may feel relief just about like life in general, like getting done what needs to get done or stuff like that. Mariana, general for this week. You have a wish that comes true and life could change for you for the better quickly. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business pays off. You may have some money coming in. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Not bad. Not bad. Julie, do you still see me passing those two classes, 514 and 506, 503? I think you're going to pass both of them, yeah. Let me go back up. I lost my spot. Emily for today and tomorrow with Soha. Maybe some stress around this situation. Somebody may feel like they're the only one putting any effort into the relationship, and it could be causing some stress. It depends what you're planning for the next couple of days. Not much is changing with the Hangman, so if you have plans, they'll go off as planned. If you don't have plans, there's probably nothing happening or nothing changing, and Temperance is in reverse. Somebody may be feeling impatient around the situation. Kimon, for the rest of the day, any money coming in? I don't see any money coming in. Slow and steady wins the race. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Things are a little slow today. Yeah, Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. May hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. Could be spending time with a Libra. Alpha in general. You've got life's moving forward and you're ready for it. You could be planning travel. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Then you also have a Gemini here. You have life is moving forward and you're ready for it. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. The hard work you put into your career should come back, and you may have a new job or business opportunity coming in that takes the weight of the world off your shoulders. Not bad. Serena will Farshad call Vita. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that could happen. Linus had parents coffee morning today. What did they think of me? Did it go well? Yeah, I think it did go well. They may have a lot of respect for you. May find you to be grounded and stable, perseverant, hardworking, kind-hearted, compassionate, sincere, down to earth. I think it went well. Yeah, how do you feel? Amy, for the next 48 for Sunny. For the next 48 for Sunny. You've got happiness coming in, or Sunny's got happiness coming in around life moving forward. A hurt or a disappointment is healing and moving into the past, and they have a wish coming true. Their luck is changing for the better, and they may receive good news around finances. They got money coming in. Not bad. Not bad. Cosmic Sandy didn't respond to my apology, not being able to print her labels. Is she upset with me? Nah, she's not upset. It's okay. Pallavi, love. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't be afraid to, take your time. Don't make any decisions, and, set boundaries if you feel like you need to. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius, and you may have choices and options around love. Disappointments are healing, and cause for celebration comes in, but you're calling the shots. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. And life could change for you for the better quickly, but be clear about what it is that you want or need. You may also have a Scorpio here. You also could have another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Essence, I feel you're both lucky and Sarah. What a lot of us need more of is community. Yep, that's true. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I feel like I said to somebody, I'm like, I don't know if I'm like becoming like an old Karen, but I have such like little patience for people. So I'm almost like I'm my own worst enemy, right? Because like I don't want to build community because these people fucking annoy me. Like, I don't do well with entitled people. And I just feel like every time I turn around, there's somebody that's like doing something, like they're entitled to something. It just drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Cosmic, will Sandy still want me to work with her on the AI project for work here at GS? Yes, I do believe she's still going to want you to work with her. Julie, does R understand what I told him this morning about our daughter, where her rudeness stems from? I think he gets it. Yeah, I think he gets it. I think he knows that what you said was the truth. Whether he would admit that or not, maybe, maybe not always. Kriti, universe guidance related to Akshay. Like, what exactly do you want to know? Like, what's the relationship? That's very broad. Like, are you in a relationship with this person and you want advice on a problem that you're having or something like that? Vicky, journal for tomorrow. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. You might be making a decision that pushes life forward through like cooperation and compromise. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. You have the world at your feet. There's no contact situation, no relationship, but you're looking for a relationship. Is that what it is? Well, you would need to be the one to reach out to him because I don't see him reaching out. It looks like he's moved in a different direction, which may make you feel anxious, but it doesn't look like there's much, like you may feel like you have no choice in this situation. There's anxiety around the situation because he's moved forward. If you want to connect with him, I would suggest reaching out to him rather than waiting on him, because you may find yourself just sitting around waiting for something that's not happening. Yeah, I don't know where you guys were in your relationship prior to the no contact, but it looks like he's moved forward in a different direction. I don't see that he's necessarily with anybody right now, but it doesn't look like he's putting in any effort to reconnect. So if you want to connect with him, that's your choice. The universe or the cards can't tell you not to do it, but it doesn't look like much is happening. And if you don't do anything, probably nothing is going to change. So that's up to you. You got to make that decision. You know, what happens, or what I find, a lot of people are waiting on the other person, right? They're waiting to hear from the other person. What is his intentions? What is it that he wants? What is he planning for me? That question drives me nuts, because you're taking away, like, it's almost like you have no power in the situation. Like, your wants and needs doesn't matter. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to wait for what he's planning. He's not planning anything. Nobody's planning anything. Like, people do things that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yesterday my friend texted me, do you want to meet for lunch tomorrow? I said yes. She wasn't planning that for 3 weeks. It crossed her mind yesterday, we're going out to lunch today. Do you see what I'm saying? So nobody's planning anything. The thought could run through somebody's mind, but they're not really planning anything. You know, like, what are they planning? But if you're in a situation where you're waiting on someone else, you don't have any power, which means that you're lowering your vibration. So you're not controlling the situation. You're waiting for other people to control the situation, which means that everything that's happening in your life is going to be a reflection of what other people do or other people's choices, which I totally understand because I've been there before myself. I spent most of my life like that, where I felt like my life was the product of what other people didn't want. Oh, Susie doesn't want to teach on Saturday morning, so do you want to teach? Like that. Whereas I wasn't the first choice and I was waiting to be asked, rather than somebody that was like, I want to teach this time, that time, in this studio here on that day. I wasn't that person, and I was always waiting. So anyone that's waiting for something, I don't care what it is, I would suggest taking the initiative. Now, if you've already reached out to somebody 3 times, they haven't responded, that's your answer. They're setting a boundary. They don't want, then I would say that's it, move forward with your life. But, and that to me is every situation. It's not just love relationships. It could be anything. We have to we have to be the ones that are making things unfold. And if that means reaching out to somebody that doesn't want to be in contact with us, then we get that answer when they don't respond, or we get the answer when they tell us that when we reach out. But if we don't take the initiative to make any of these things happen, then we're just going to sit around and wait. And then the mind is going to be, well, maybe he's thinking this, and maybe he's thinking that, or maybe I said, what, my birthday. And then it's just, you know, time goes by. Anyway, that's not for you specifically. That's just for anyone. Got to get the ball rolling. That's right. That was probably a quicker way. Liz, general. You've got disappointments, heal, and move into the past, and you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Perseverance is paying off. Areas of your life that have been slow should now move forward, and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with Sagittarius or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Not bad. Joyce, what are Lucky's feelings towards me? They find you to be like overall a nice person, somebody who is pleasant, somebody who is smart and intelligent, a kind-hearted friend, somebody who is strong, confident, and independent. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Space hippie, love. When it comes to love, you may need to disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's been dysfunctional or out of balance or causing anxiety or any of this may need to move into the past. And then you could have some choices and options. You got walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Don't look back, and then new options come in. You could have, you may have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You do have a committed relationship coming in after the new year, if that's something that you're interested in. Could be with a Gemini, maybe with a Pisces. But energetically, or a situation or something maybe keeping you stagnant, cutting that away will help life move forward. New love, I'm very tired and exhausted. What do you see about that? Looks like it could be stress. It also may be like feeling overwhelmed by work, school, or business. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Life begins to move forward. Obviously, if it persists, I would see a doctor. But I think it's like stress. I just think it's like stress and having a lot going on. And Lord has thoughts and opinions of my director when I talked to him today. All right, I don't know what you discussed, but there's happiness around whatever the conversation was, and mutual respect. And life may be moving forward. Slow and steady wins the race around whatever it is you were discussing. You got some good luck. Pretty good. May have thought it went well. Amsh 06, romance. When When it comes to romance, walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you and a wish comes true. You have choices and options coming in around romance, but you might need to disconnect from something that's no longer functional. And then you have, could have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Romance heats up, weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and life begins to move forward. Macy, general for today. You got the world at your feet. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relieved. New beginnings on the horizon. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Money comes in, finances improve. Not bad. Eminem, love for Taurus. Love for Taurus. Taurus is a little slow and steady, wins the race. I don't see much moving forward quickly around this person, although they do have a commitment here. If they're with this person, they're probably happy and content with the way things are. If they're not with anyone, Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Life would move forward slow and steady, possibly with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or maybe a Cancer. Perseverance around love pays off with this person, but they're slow and steady, and that's fine. Like, things move forward on stable ground. Kan-Chan, I had a heated argument with my father as well, as all the while he tried to play with me by giving me old insurance validity card when he can give the same current, he can give me the current one. Will he give it to me now, or should I stop expecting it? I'm very pissed at his behavior here. I'm handling everything. When it's surgery, things like this happens. What do you see? Things look out of balance around the situation. I don't know all the details. But it does look like things could move forward for you. So you're probably going to get the correct information when it comes to the insurance. I don't know how you could go about that. Maybe you can call the insurance company. I don't know what his issue is. I don't know if he just made a mistake or what. But he's got the Hermit in reverse, which can indicate that he knows he's done something wrong, but he's not taking responsibility for it. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know all the details. I do think you're going to have the surgery, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if it's like an age-related thing, like why he has your insurance or why he's got the card and you don't. Yeah, I don't know all the details, but anyhow. Yeah, you'll get what you need because you're going to wind up getting the surgery. Oh, boy, where are we here? Did those... Did that one... Triple Gemini, how is my trip going to go? Well, it should go well. Feeling grounded and stable, happy, content, life moves forward, and you may have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news. Looks good. Rip Hand Deep, General. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. Romance may heat up and life could change for you for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relieved. And then you have choices and options coming in around social activity. Not bad. Not bad. Metal Rain. I heard from Alana. How will things go when I see her next week? Should go well. You may feel like areas of your life that have been stagnant may now start to move forward. You may be happy and content. Things are well balanced. There's mutual compromise, cooperation and compromise. Things look good. Things look good. Should go well. Leo Sun, general. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you're clear about your wants and needs. Disappointment heals and moves into the past, and if you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. You're making decisions that push life forward. You have the world at your feet. Listen to your intuition. Not bad. Essence for the rest of the week. Anything fun or exciting happening? I've been really in my head about everything lately, and I'm hoping this feeling passes soon. You probably will. You've got choices and options around social activity. You have money coming in. You may be planning travel. You could have a new journey on the horizon. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. And you should be feeling relief coming in soon. So I think it's going to pass. Shrine for the Broken. What's coming in next in love from me? Disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past, and exploring your choices and options could lead to a long-term commitment. You got love coming in and a wish coming true. Could be with the Scorpio. New beginnings are on the horizon. Exploring your options also with fire could lead to success. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Negativity moves into the past. Slow and steady wins the race. If you're undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Pretty good. Purely Precious, next in love with Roger. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But communication is either coming in or picking up. Slow and steady wins the race. You may be spending time together before the end of this month. Pyroxia. What does the future look like for Sebastian B and I? Things are slow. I don't see much changing from the way things are right now. I don't know if that makes you feel disappointed or if you feel it, you've been feeling disappointed, but I don't see all that much change if you just leave it willy-nilly. If you want to see something change, expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. It's still going to be slow and steady wins the race, but things may move forward a little quicker if you take the initiative. It depends where you guys are in this relationship. I don't see much happening right now. So if you don't have any kind of a connection, you might need to be the one to make the connection. If you've just been casually dating, that's probably going to continue for some time. But it depends where you guys are. Lucky, general. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but you do have choices and options coming in around social activity. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and you may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. May hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from or get good news. Not bad. Not too bad. Mirawan, spirit guidance. Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision-making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Six of Water, memories from your history or your childhood. Issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Magician's Heart, love. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you. Anything that's been dysfunctional needs to move into the past if you want to see your love life move forward successfully. If you're in a well-functioning relationship, do not bring the past into the future. Slow and steady wins the race, but life moves forward, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. D for today. For today, you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Money comes in, finances improve. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be spending time with the Sagittarius. Anthony, what important leap steps I will have in my career, my next PhD study plan in Canada. Things look a little slow. The next thing may be changing jobs and saving money, but things look a little slow. Putting money aside for travel. Life right now is a little out of balance, but I think first you're going to put money aside for travel, and then things will move forward. It's a little slow overall. Migu for the next 24. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Money comes in, finances improve, or you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And then you may be, you could come up with like an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle that may be successful. Diva Heather, would my plan of action with regards to my living situation be successful? I need to know what the plan of action is. I can't answer, like I need a specific question. I can't answer if I don't know what we're talking about. Like the cards don't know what your plan is. They need to know what the plan is. Amen. Rest of the week with O. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Knight of Cups in reverse could be an issue in this relationship, depending on where you are or what the relationship is. It could be feeling moody or disappointed, or somebody may be overreacting. There could be some jealousy around the situation. Shaho, birthday read. Oh, happy birthday. Money coming in, finances may be improving, and you could hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from. Life is coming into balance. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. That will help to ease anxiety. Oh, Lioness, I did answer for you. I said that I think it went well. I think it went really well. But I did answer. Virsha, General. Maybe spending time with a Leo or a Sagittarius. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and life begins to move forward. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news. May have a new job or business opportunity that could come in that may change life for the better quickly. Finances may be improving. Crystal, what did the burglars think when I confronted them? I believe I confronted 2 of them. They show us like a little, like arrogant. Like they may think that you don't have any proof that they did it. Like they're a little arrogant. I think they're a little arrogant, yeah. Or they may feel like you're overreacting or you don't have any proof or that. Yeah, they got like arrogance around them. What jerks. Mega, general for the rest of the month. Something may happen that makes you happy, and you'll have choices and options around social activity. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down, and your luck changes for the better quickly. Emily, in your future for Jean and me. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But communication and teamwork, like cooperation and compromise, helps life move forward. Don't be afraid to set boundaries, express your wants and needs, and you may be seeing each other before the end of this month. Nav, any chance of winning any of the cash prize tickets I bought today? I have no hope, but my colleague won, so thought I would give it a shot. You got a 33% chance, yes. It's doubtful. It's doubtful, but there's still a chance. There's always a chance. Got to be in it to win it. Eric, I wish I could find a woman online who is serious about dating me and not after my money. Well, you do have opportunity coming in. Life can change you for the better quickly when a Sagittarius or a Libra comes in. Listen to your intuition, be clear about your wants and needs, and don't tell them that you have money. They don't need to know what you got. Beer shot I answered for, right? Am I right? I think I did. Is there anyone here I have an answer for yet? Olivia, general for the next 2 weeks. You may have choices and options around social activity. You could have a new job or business opportunity, or you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. Maybe spending time with fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Set boundaries. If you feel like somebody's overstepping, don't be afraid to, set boundaries. Oh, okay, Eric. Good. Martisha, money, work not related. You could have small amounts of money coming in. Yeah, it's possible. And there may be relief around that. Then you also may be thinking about or coming up with a way to make money on the side that has nothing to do with like a regular job. This may be, something part-time, eBay, Etsy, whatever it is. It may be something that you come up with. But you could have small amounts of money coming in on the side. Yeah, that's possible. I'm Naya for this week. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. You may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Could be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past. And areas of your life that have been stagnant should now start to move forward. Anthony, I have a question. How people move their houses in state, like furniture. Oh my God, you know what? Like the sound of it just sounds so overwhelming to me. This is what some people do. Like people that don't have that much stuff, or like if they're not like a big family with a lot of stuff, some people will just rent a U-Haul and move the stuff themselves, load it into the U-Haul and go from one place to the next. We had to, when we moved, we had to get movers. Like you hire people that do it for you. They wrap up all your shit. They usually break a lot of crap. They carry it out. Like my mom had like these big like break fronts and crap, and they we couldn't move that, but these like big men came and moved that shit, and they load up the truck, and it usually takes like a full day. They'll come at like 7 in the morning, and they won't be done until like a long time. But that's like, for us, we didn't move that far. Like, we moved maybe 15 minutes away from where we were. But you have to hire someone if you have shit like that. Like me here, if I were to move, I wouldn't take any of this crap with me. I would probably just get a dumpster and throw it all out, because this is all cheap IKEA furniture that's like falling apart. I wouldn't take it with me. But yeah, you have to pack everything up in boxes. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, house moving service. Yeah, but you pack all your stuff yourself. So you would take everything out of the drawers. You would take out all of the, I mean, I suppose you could hire people to do that too, but I never heard of anyone doing that. Like, you pack up the boxes yourself, and then you write on the box, dishes, winter clothes, summer clothes, and then you stack boxes. Yeah, it's a process. Nav, my manager MT replaced me as the deputy head nurse and made LJ the new deputy to make me feel better. So I didn't say anything. She made me the social media manager, but back to regular vet nurse. Today, she formally announced in the work group that LJ is the new deputy, and congratulated her, but never did that for me to announce me as the social media manager. Also, she made an excuse for not giving me a raise. That's lousy. That's lousy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, she knows that you're smart and intelligent and hardworking, but she may feel like, I don't know what this LJ person has done to get on her good side, but she's kissing her butt a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why that is. She may feel like this person has gotten on her good side, and she's just trying to prop her up a little bit. That's lousy. That's lousy. That's terrible. I don't want to say that she's necessarily playing favorites, because she really believes that she's doing the right thing. But, you know, it wouldn't hurt to ask her, you know, if you feel comfortable. Just ask her, like, why didn't you mention my new title? Because I think standing up for yourself would be a good idea in this situation. Maggie for the next 48. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. You may be spending time with a Virgo or a Sagittarius. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Adonis, at this point, I would burn my shit. I know, I get so overwhelmed when I think about it. Like, we have in the next building, in the basement, we all have like storage space. And I brought like bags of shit down there that I should have taken the bags of shit and threw them in the dumpster. But I felt bad. You know, it was like, it's Avery's stuff. And I hated when my mom did crap like that to me. But when I tell you how many stuffed animals this kid has, it just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. And the size of them, she's got a big, huge Minnie Mouse. She's got big, huge unicorn. She's got a big, huge Zero, you know, Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, everything is so big. And then as soon as the dog gets his hands on anything, it's ripped. And then I'm like, this is just a fucking waste. It's just a waste. Anyhow. Anyways, yeah, it gets me. Sarah Sam, how is Zion feeling towards me? May find you to be somebody who is grounded, stable, smart, intelligent, a loyal friend, somebody who's kind. Pretty good. Sarah, that's why people working with people sucks. All this people pleasing you have to do. Oh my God, I totally agree. I agree. And then there is a lot of office politics no matter where you go. Even at yoga, there was office politics. And it drives me nuts. I could sell stuff on eBay, yeah, but this furniture has got to go in the garbage. I mean, it's broken, it's falling apart, it's crap. It is crap. Like the drawers are falling apart, they're all banged up. I wouldn't give it to somebody. It's crap. But once again, you see, this is how I treat myself. It's okay for me for right now. See, that's bad. I wouldn't give it to somebody, but I use it. But you know, I got a dog, I got a little kid. You know, it's like, anyhow. Brenda, general for today and tonight. For today and tonight. Life could change for you for the better quickly when you're clear about your wants and needs, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Not bad. The storage in the next building is free. It's part of our unit. We all have like the same amount of space. Like they're kind of like roped off. I don't know. They're like kind of like big cages. I hate going down there though. I hate it. I never did. I've been living here forever and I never used that storage unit. And one time I went down there and I found that it was full of stuff and none of it was mine. And we've come to figure out that it must have been somebody who lived in the rental apartment years back, and they must have moved it in there because it was empty because I never used it. Because my thoughts were, if I'm going to go bring it into that building and store it down there, I may as well just throw it out. And then this is what happened. I went down there because I know this was very nice, but my neighbor's son found like somebody was throwing away one of those like drivable cars for kids, but Avery was too young for it at the time. But they went and got it and brought it home, and they left it on my doorstep. And we can't leave things out overnight here, so I had to put it in that storage bin. But it was really heavy for me to move, and I couldn't move it myself. So I went down there to check out the storage bin and found that it had a huge padlock on it, which I did not have the key for because I didn't use it. So I called my brother to see if he had to cut it off, and he came over to cut it off, and then we brought the car down there. And I mean, she could probably use that car now, but it's got to be charged, and I need help getting it up the stairs. And anyway, so I started putting shit in there. And then Nanny sent Avery a bike for Christmas one year, or for her birthday, so the bike is in there. So that's when I started putting crap in there. But I hate going down there. It's like really creepy. Like you feel like, you know what it would be great for? It would be great to do like a haunted house at Halloween. That's what I'm always thinking about. Because it's kind of like a maze almost, walking through it. It would be the perfect. And it's got one door on one side and then the exit on the other. So you could go through the whole thing. That's what I would do it. But otherwise, I don't want to go down there because it feels like you're in a horror movie. Anyhow. Twinkle, what is next for me and JP? Not sure if it will lead to something romantic. I don't see romance here. There is communication. It doesn't mean that romance can't ever happen, but I don't see that coming in next. If that's something you're interested in, you may need to be the one to take the initiative. Slow and steady wins the race, but there is communication coming in, and expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. Yeah, I think leaving stuff outside is fine for others to pick up. Here, we can't do that. Like, we could do it probably, but nobody, it's like a complex, so nobody comes driving by that would see it. We do once a year or once every other year, like garage sales out in our parking spots, but I never did it. I can't sit out there all day and then I gotta talk to people. And what am I gonna make? 20 bucks? I'd rather donate the shit to somebody that could just use it. I'd rather just give it, just take it. You can have it. Oh, if you had the storage space, it's very cold and damp down there. And I don't know about electricity. There is electricity, but I don't know where you have, like, I don't know if that would be okay with the board. I mean, I suppose it's your space. You can do what you want. I guess you could probably make a library. The problem with that is we have had it flood before. And there have been situations where, like, shit's gotten wet. You could put everything in plastic, like hard rubber bins, but anyhow, it's kind of like damp and yeah, I don't think you'd want to hang out down there. In career, I feel stuck. Well, you know what? I don't think it's a bad idea to explore your options, see what else is out there. But where you are right now, there is room for growth, change, and transformation over the course of the next year. Listen to your intuition, explore your options. Somebody may make you an offer at some point that would be hard to turn down. See what's out there. It's okay. Career is going to move forward regardless. Nav, MT is British, and I feel like she chooses LJ because she's British as well. Because even the second deputy, who is Asian, was never formally announced or congratulated. She claims there's no racism at work. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that this person is a racist because I don't see that. And, you know, like these days, everything is racial, right? Everybody's got a problem with everything. But just because she made a compliment to somebody, I can't say that that means that she's racist. If she has said racial things, that's different. But does she normally give everybody, like she just treats this one person better than she treats everyone else, but she doesn't belittle the other people, right? I mean, I don't see her being, she doesn't show as being extremely unfair. She shows as being like, I mean, could she like this person more? I don't know if it's because she's British, though. Like, that's a hard thing to prove. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It does look like, it also looks like she may be a little bit of a, like this LJ person may be her favorite today, but may not be her favorite next week. She could be a little fickle, too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It looks like she treats everybody the same, but then she may play favorites here or there. But she seems to think highly of this woman, and I don't think that that's just because she's British. I think that she just does think highly of her. I don't know. It's a tough thing. Like I said, is it racism to like people that are of your own background, even though you're not really being racist against anyone else? Like I had a friend growing up who, I won't even say it because I don't want anyone to be offended, but her parents came from a foreign country. And like you literally could be a fucking murderer. But if you came from that country or your ancestors came from that country, her parents liked you. And it wasn't that they didn't like anyone else. It's everybody else was like the same, you know, like they just didn't really care for anyone else. Like, but if you were like, oh, this is my friend Jason, he wears a mask and kills people, but he's from this country, the parents would welcome that person. So it's kind of like, it's sort of racist, but it really isn't because it's not against a specific race. It's just that they like theirs better or something. It used to annoy the hell out of me because, I don't know, it just pissed me off. Maybe because her mom didn't like me. Her mom didn't like me because I wore too much eye makeup and I didn't have a father. I did have a father. My parents were divorced, but I had a father. So I don't know where that came from, but that's what my friend told me. My mom doesn't like you because you wear too much eye makeup. Meanwhile, her mom wore a lot of makeup too. Anyway, But I don't know. It's a fine. It's hard to prove that. Like, she's not specifically saying you can't do this because you're of this. It's she's propping somebody up because she likes her today, but next week she may not like her. So I don't know. I wouldn't go down that road if I were you, because I think it's going to get messy and I don't think it would end well. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot of proof. Emin, why did A not select me to be on his team? Is it because I'm overqualified, underqualified, or will he revisit his decision? I don't think it was well, I don't think it was really anything. I think that the person that he chose, he felt was a better fit, and that may be qualified. But I don't think it was, yeah, I think it was like he found somebody who he thought was a better fit. That was it. I don't think he put all that much thought into like why he didn't choose you specifically over why he didn't choose anybody else specifically. It's like the people that he chose, he felt fit better. That was all. I don't think it's going to change as of right now. Moonstar, it happens. People choose their own people over others. Happens here too. I'm friends with someone at work, and they would prefer someone who came from their state that they belong. Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. It's funny because, like, I don't specifically feel like that. But I do. I have seen it. Like, yeah, I've seen it. Like, I've had people, like, I dated this one guy I dated him for a long time. And he came from a specific, I'm not going to give backgrounds, but I don't want him to get offended, but and I don't get offended by any of it, really. I really don't care, but he came from a specific part of Brooklyn that was of a certain heritage. And I felt like his friends didn't like me and looked down on me because I wasn't from that heritage. But meanwhile, my boyfriend was not that type at all. Like, he didn't care. Like, it was just not a big deal. It wasn't anything that we really thought about, It's like, I don't know. I grew up on a block that there was just mixes there. My two neighbors were Jews on either side. We were very close to them. We had Italians and Irish. We had two Filipino families. We all like would have block parties together. It wasn't anything that we ever really thought about. So my father always had a whole mix of different people that worked for him. They would come to our house. We never thought anything of it. It was just, my dad's workers too used to sometimes pick me up and drive me to work. Like, if I had to go to work and I had no one to take me, my father would send one of his workers to take me, and I would go with him to work. He would drive me to work. Happened all the time. It wasn't something that we really thought about. So when I encountered it, I've encountered it too at the bar down the street. I was like, it's so weird because I didn't grow up like that. But I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. And when you think about it, like, it's so fucking stupid. It's like, you don't like me because my great-grandfather was born in Italy? Like, that's dumb. Like, really, that's dumb. Like, maybe you don't like me because I'm an asshole, or you think that I'm cheap, or you think that I'm rude, or you think that I'm, I don't know, hostile. Okay, then you don't like me. But you don't like me because my grandfather was born in Italy? Like, that's really stupid. But anyway, I get it. Jasmine, any good news or good luck coming towards me for the remainder of December? Libra. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Money comes in, finances improve. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You have, you may have choices and options around social activity, and you may have good news around business coming in. Not bad. Not a bad rest of the year. Don't be afraid to set boundaries if you feel like you need to, and explore options, especially around career. Yeah, but I only feel that way because salaries are also decided based on which passport you have. See, that's ridiculous. And the sheer difference is how she treats LJ and me and the Asian deputy were treated. Why? I don't understand. Why is your salary based on where you come from? Unless that's like a regulated by the state kind of a thing. I don't know. I don't know much about it. But what difference does it make? Like, say here, for example, if I work in New Jersey, I do have to pay taxes to New Jersey and New York because I live in New York. But it doesn't matter that I live in New York. They're not going to pay me different than they're going to pay from a teacher that lives in New Jersey. What difference does it make where your passport's from? I don't know. I don't know much about it. But if you feel strongly that this is happening, then you can say something about it. But my thing is that you don't have any real proof other than this is what you think is happening. Like there's no real proof. Like nobody heard her say, I'm not congratulating the Asian woman because I don't like her. You know, which even if she said I don't like her, you can't really prove that that's because she's Asian. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to open up a can of worms and accuse somebody of something, there needs to be some proof behind it. And I don't see any real proof here. You know, if she's praising somebody and you don't really like her, it's not necessarily because she's British. She just may like her. You know, like I worked for a company and the boss was screwing around with this young girl. And he was making sexual comments to everyone, and we all had plenty of shit that we could say about him, and it would be corroborated by other people. And that was legit. You know, it wasn't, you don't have anything. This is just, well, I think because she's British, she likes her better, but you don't really know that that's why she likes her better. If she does like her better. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, this is just, well, I think. And that would be like the same thing. Like this guy, we think he was having an affair with her. We were never really there and actually saw it happen. But his comments were very inappropriate. And I could be interviewed, and I was interviewed and questioned, and I would say something. At the same time, my coworker was being questioned by somebody else, and we had the same story. You don't have that here. You just have, I think. And that I don't think is going to go far. That's why I'm saying before you open up a can of worms, you need to have proof that that's really the reason. And I don't see that you have that. If you're unhappy with your salary or your job, I mean, you can leave or you can express that to them. But I wouldn't accuse her of, you know, it's almost like saying you like her better because she's got blonde hair. Or you just like her better. Maybe she does like her better. Maybe she does like her better because she has blonde hair. But that's not exactly racism. That's, I don't know. I mean, I know when I worked in the grocery store, there would be times where we would have these situations where people would be playing favorites and other people would be accusing them of playing favorites. But all it is an accusation. It's not really, you don't really have any proof of that. You know, you like him better than me, so you let him do it. No, I'm not letting him do it because I like him better than you. I'm letting him do it because he goes and he does it. I let you go do it and you get lost. You're talking to this one, you're talking to that one. So my reasons for letting him do it were not because I like him better, were because he gets the job done. So that's what I'm like, be careful moving forward with this unless you have any real proof. And if you do have real proof, like you've heard her say something or it's been going on for a long time and, you know, these Asian people aren't getting promotions or whoever else, then maybe go to a higher up. But if you don't, if it's just, I think, I wouldn't open up that can of worms. Kristen, can you tell me S's energy towards me? I just ended things with him. Yeah, I mean, he thinks highly of you. He may be a little upset, obviously, that you ended things. There's some indecision around the situation. But he thinks that you're smart and intelligent, down-to-earth, kind-hearted, caring, sincere, loyal. He may be a little bummed. All right, I'm going to have to wrap things up because I have to be somewhere at 1. So I got all of the super chats. Can I get the moderators? And then I'll be back on tonight. Hopefully I'll get on TikTok this afternoon too at some point. Anyhow. Clara, general around my revisions for the next 2 weeks and very stressed. Right, I don't know what these revisions are, but you got happiness coming in after stability. So whatever it is, you'll get it done and life will move forward and you should be fine. Mel for the rest of the week. Oh, thank you, Moonstar. You too. Yes. For the rest of the week, you got choices and options coming in around social activity, money coming in, finances improving, disappointments healing, life is moving forward, old wounds heal and move into the past, slow and steady wins the race. If you're feeling stuck or stagnant, like that, those areas of your life should move forward, and you might be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Not bad. not bad. Adonis, why V changed the profile picture to a meme? To catch your attention. Are you the only person that sees it? It's like to catch your attention. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost as if everything that this person does is almost like to catch your attention or to get a response from you. I mean, well, it never works. I mean, you can't blame someone for trying, but it never works. All right. Oh, I got one more super chat. All right. After this super chat, I'm going to wrap it up because I got to run out. I'm not sure only V knows the settings, but it's possible it's only, I think it is only visible for you. I don't think there's anybody else around. Unless it's like a public thing that other people can see if they're like wandering around. That's okay, Emma. No worries. It's okay. I just got to get changed and I got to take the dog out quick. All right, let me see. Alpha General I already did. How about Natasha Finances? Well, you do have money coming in and you're paying off a bill of debt or a loan or setting money aside for something. Listen to your intuition, lay down the law, set boundaries, and success is coming in. Trying to grab somebody that maybe I haven't done. Aria, well, how will my exam go? It started today. Take away the 48-hour paper. Oh, it should go well. You got good luck coming in around it. Listen to your intuition. Life is moving forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Success comes in. Emin, did you put the question? Emin, would my research be successful? Yeah, I think it would be successful. Yeah. All right, I'm going to run. I will see you guys later this afternoon or tonight. I'm going to try to get on TikTok this afternoon. We'll see what happens. It's a little aggressive over there. I get a little nervous. I'll see you guys later. Thank you all very much for being here. Bye-bye.